Hello, hello collective. It is me and Divine reading you, the 444 energy. Welcome to today. Right now, as I get into this reading, I'm going to ask that the white light, the high angels of the pure white light be with me as I give away these messages, okay? So I was feeling an energy. I've got selenite here, but I was feeling an energy of, someone who is looking for more resources, and they are getting a good thing coming. It's coming. Resources. They've been having a hard time, because last night I went out and I spent some time with people in community, and I came home and I bawled my eyes out, and I was like, oh yeah, this is somebody else's energy. So I had to cleanse myself. And, now I've got the cinnamon incense going, and it's helping. But yeah, I could feel someone's very, it's a difficult energy that they're in, okay? And so I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. I'm sending you positive energy, loving energy. Just put your hedge of protection around this person as they can heal their body. Let them heal their body. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot. But it feels like they've been through a lot. They've got some sickness. They're not feeling good in their body. They have a lot of pain, probably. And they need some assistance or just some comfort. They need someone to be around them, someone that they can connect with and talk with. And, and they need some comfort, okay? And so I just ask that, the angels surround this person and help them, give them some comfort, and they're trying to hold on to the idea that, everything in life dies, okay? Anything that has life does die. But as people, it's hard to hold on to that, because we love our lives, and so I'm just sending some really a healing energy to this person. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull, I'm gonna pull out. I got some new cards, so I want to try some different things. I have a lot of cards, but I want to try some different things. So I got these affirmation cards that I'm gonna try. They're cute. I just got them. From another person in my community. And then we got the tarot. So we're going to use the tarot. And that cinnamon, okay, is really nice. Get you some cinnamon, okay? Get you some cinnamon. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see what the message is for this person. And there's probably more of just one person. There's probably a lot of people who are dealing with all kinds of things and feeling afraid, feeling overwhelmed. Okay. People who need help. Okay. Especially, there's just a lot of things going on. So. All right. Let's see. All right, there's a lot of things. Okay. I don't know if I want to pull that one yet. Hold on. All right, let's see. All right, Spirit, come on. Okay. Yeah, okay. Ace of Swords. So, communication. A lot of communication, a lot of thoughts. Ooh, heartbroken, yeah. There's a lot of pain. I don't see this card very often, but yeah. Whoever's, giving me the messages from the collective, there's a heartache. Okay? A lot of heartache. What else? What other messages? Oh, all right. And so this is, I like this one a lot. This is the Three of Pentacles. So something's, there's some artists working together, trying to work together. 3 artists working together. Okay. Yeah. And maybe they're trying to make some money. Oops, okay. A little bit of the Hermit, okay. So let's try it again, okay? Sometimes I don't love when the cards come out like that. I know maybe I should take the message, but yeah, there's just so many. Okay, Spirit. All right, give me a minute, okay? Help me out, all right? Oh my goodness, they're just all okay. Okay, Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, there's been a lot of loss of resources, it seems like. A loss of resources. And it's a big one from the, maybe the family lost money, somebody lost a house maybe. I'm seeing, like, I just saw the image of a house, because this looks like a, a colonial, what a colonial would look like, and it's upside down. So that's, yeah, there's a lot of anxiousness, people working, these people are working to get the resources to have their house. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's just do, okay, we'll do both of these. King of Wands, there's a King of Wands, okay. And that's, okay. So it's not complete. So, okay, so we'll just leave it there. Yeah, the Hierophant. Okay, so, there might be something about someone is maybe somebody is wanting, all of a sudden I thought about like marriage, so there's something here about this house, and it's heartbreaking. Something is really truthful, and it's a hard truth to swallow. And there are people working really hard to get resources, maybe to save a house. Maybe this is like, maybe it's a dad's house, right? It's dad's house. And the family, they don't want to lose this house. And so they're working really hard to keep the house together. And, yeah, but there was this resources, there were this whole family, but I am seeing that there's the figure down there that has the stolen chess piece, and you can't really play the game if you don't have all the pieces. So maybe there's something to that, right? And so it's not everything you need all the pieces to be together in order to get, and And someone is very anxious. Someone is very, very anxious and upset about this situation. You know, it may be the dad, you know. There are a lot of people, like, I mean, obviously there are a lot of people, but, you know, you see, I just see these, all the different figures. The heartbreak is hard, very hard, and you see the shadow. So it's like, yeah. And then there's three. So there's three, you know, limbs in this figure, 3 swords. And then there's also three figures doing work. They're working on each other, working together, trying to figure things out. And you know, there are people, they're doing this, they're very anxious, they're upset, worried, a lot of worry. There's not a lot of emotion, it just is work. Someone's just working. People just doing work. They know they know what's happening. There's a reality that they're setting in. They see what's going on, and they're trying to get to work here. And then we have the World card. Okay, so this is the only major arcana, and so, but it's upside down. It's reversed, so that lets me know it's not complete. And it seems like there might be something that is in the way of this. So it feels like, you know, there's somebody who's going to get maybe inheritance, or they're trying to get this house, or they're trying to make sure that they can hold on to these pentacles, but they need like maybe a traditional union. Yeah. More swords, okay? And so there might be more messages here. I'm getting a lot of messages. So the King of Wands is this person has a lot of kids, okay? But there is an issue here. And it feels like the burden is on whoever else is in this dynamic. There are a lot of people in this family. You know, the 10 of Pentacles makes me think about family. The whole family is a part of this dynamic, trying to figure things out. But maybe somebody needs to get married. You know, they need to feel like the family is complete in order to get the inheritance. Let me just see. But there are people in this dynamic who are very, very guarded, and very worried. It seems like very guarded and very worried about this. Okay. But there's underneath, there's like someone's, you know, there's some love that's trying to be here in this dynamic. So, yeah. But that's really what's coming through. There's a lot of truth, and there's a family trying to get resources. It seems like they're trying to make sure probably that somebody's house doesn't get sold, or, you know, yeah, they're trying to keep an asset in the family, you know, but it's not complete yet. Something, you know, I think maybe someone wants to get married. Yeah, someone wants to get married, and maybe that will help with resources. That will help with keeping this property, these assets in the family, perhaps. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm hearing. And especially, you know, we've got the cinnamon going, that it feels like it's about money, you know? I'm going to go ahead and just pull out one affirmation. It feels it's very clear message. Okay. What's the affirmation message for the collective? Yeah, and so I see in my mind, I see a bunch of people in a house working to pack up a house. Packing up a house. Okay, maybe we'll pull out these two. All right, embrace your journey of self-love and make it worth it. All right, so that is the message, and we'll read what's on the back. Self-care, self-love, self-care, self-motivation, and hope are beautiful journeys into discovering what life has in store for you. You are worth all the love and care you can give to yourself. It's beautiful. Yes, okay, so, you know, and it's really, I'm hearing what it's saying, like these people are doing a lot of work on, you know, to make sure that everything's right, good, cleaning up, getting rid of stuff. And they're saying self-love, self-care, self-motivation, right? So hold those things as you are on your journey. Next one, last one here, is saying yes when it is costly isn't a sacrifice at all. Saying yes when it is costly isn't a sacrifice at all. Okay, we'll read that too. This feels like, and this comes back to the Hierophant and the world, right? Something needs to get complete, and somebody needs to hear like a yes about something to move things forward here, okay? So saying yes when it is costly isn't a sacrifice at all the time. Okay, sorry. I feel like I was reading this wrong. I'm so sorry. That's what's taking me some time. So saying yes when it is costly isn't a sacrifice all the time. Isn't a sacrifice all the time. Okay. Sometimes you need to say no to save yourself. No isn't always a rejection. Sometimes it's an answered prayer that helps you sit back and count the cost. Saying no to someone can be the best decision. You don't need to beat yourself up about it. Wow. Okay. This is very on point. It's very on point when it comes to what I was pulling out, the Hierophant, right? Is saying yes when it is costly isn't a sacrifice all the time. Costly. So yes, so, you know, you gotta kind of weigh, like, is it right, you know? Yeah. Yeah, saying no to someone can be the best decision. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it feels like this is the dynamic. This is the story, you know? You have to say no to someone because being in this dynamic, for whatever reason, it's not going to work for you, you know? It's going to be costly. It's going to be too much. All right. All right, well, I think we'll leave it there, collective. Thank you for being with me, and take good care, okay? Bye-bye.